Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from MOMAX. This is their One World 35 watt USB Type-C travel charger. Now this is an interesting charger because this has sliders on it that will allow you to fit outlets that support over 150 different countries. So we're going to dig into this now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is everything that you get once you get it out of the box. You're going to get some documentation from MOMAX, of course. You do have this instruction manual, and it is written in 2 languages. So you do get some specifications on here as what you're going to get when you're plugged into each individual port, or if you're using multiple ports, what you can expect for wattage as well. So you can check this out. I will leave these up here, and if you need to come back and reference these specifications at any time, you can come back to this part of the video and you can check it out. Okay, so we'll put that away, and then we'll show you the main device so that you can check it out. Now this only weighs 150 grams. It's 51 by 54 by 54 millimeters. You do have a bunch of different configurations depending on what country you're going to be in. And you've got some sliders on the side here to pop these out. If I'm in the EU and I want to plug something there, I can slide this up. The US or Australia, the UK, and those are just references. There are obviously other countries that use those same type of connectors, and you'll see that on the back it will pop out of the back here as we use it. Now we have a single power delivery 3.0 port that is capable of up to 35 watts by itself, and if you go back to that portion in the video, as you split these and plug more things in, it will separate that out to 20 watts over the entire thing. You can do up to 5 different connections at the same time, so that is welcome as well to be able to charge multiple devices. Now there is a built-in 10 amp fuse here, and you do have a little slot that you can open up for a separate fuse in case maybe you're on a bad power grid or you happen to plug too many things in and blow out the fuse. Now if I'm in the EU and I want to plug something in there, I can do that. The UK, I can slide this out, and as I slide these out, they lock in place, so you have to kind of push in and then slide back. Of course, I'm located in the US, but if we wanted to do something for Australia, you can see that we can actually angle these, and then we will have our plug for Australia as well. So this is super handy if you're somebody that travels a lot and are going to be in a lot of different countries. Just be aware that this does not have a transformer to step up or down voltage. Your devices must be capable of supporting an input of 100 to 240 volts. It typically, obviously, maxes out at 250 volts. Okay, so right now I've got this set up and plugged in for my US outlet, and of course in the back I've got a test device, which is going to be my Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Plus, which is capable of pulling up to 45 watts, and then I have a cable that's got a little watt reader in it and is capable of doing up to 100 watts here. So let's plug this into the power delivery 3.0 port here, which should be by itself capable of doing up to 35 watts. Now the tablet, depending on the charge, will not pull a full 35 watts, but we should see at least 26 or 27 watts here being pulled at the moment. So there we are, or 28 watts, 27, 28 watts right now. I am pulling from the tablet itself, and that is coming directly from, of course, the power delivery port 3.0 on the side of the MOMAX adapter. Now I have 4 other slots that I can use, so I can split the voltage if I want to, and I can plug in other things as well, such as another phone or something like that. So once we do that, then we kind of divide it from that 35 watts to a max of, I think it's 20 watts. So at that point, let's do a test on that as well to plug in multiple devices. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to plug in a secondary device just to make sure that we are charging multiple devices and having no issues whatsoever. So I'm going to use this USB Type A port to USB Type C cable and plug in my phone on top of already plugging in the tablet, and it should split the power between the two, and we will have both of them charging. Now, of course, that's going to slow your charging speed down, but it also gives you the opportunity to charge multiple devices. Okay, so the last thing I want to mention is that you can plug into the top here as well. So if you're in a different country and you want to plug something in that's not from the same country, you can plug it into the top and it will pass through at up to 35 watts by itself. Again, this is not a transformer, so be careful what you're going to plug in here. Make sure that it's under that 250 watt spec. But as you can see, I can plug this in and of course charge my phone. And of course I can use the USB ports while I'm doing this as well. So say I was in the United States, but I had a lamp from the EU, I could actually plug that lamp right into the top of the travel adapter and the lamp will turn on and work. Okay, so that's my review of the MOMAX One World 35 watt travel charger. This is a great charger if you are someone who travels to different countries a lot and needs to adapt to their power grid. You're going to be able to plug in this travel adapter and you're going to be able to charge up to 5 devices via USB, and you can even pass through at the top and plug in something from your country if you're in a different country. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.